All right, let's take a look here at Docker, which is a set of platform as a service products that use OS level virtualization to deliver software in packages called containers. So Docker was the earliest popularized open source container platform, meaning there's lots of tutorials, there's a lot of services that integrate with Docker or make it really easy to use. And so when people think of containers, they generally think of Docker. There's of course a lot more options out there than Docker to run containers, but this is what people think of. And so we said it's a suite of tools. So the idea is you have this Docker CLI. So these are CLI commands to download, upload, build, run, and debug containers. A Docker file, a configuration file on how to provision a container. Docker Compose, which is a tool and configuration file when working with multiple containers. Docker Swarm, an orchestration tool for managing deployed multi-container architectures. Docker Hub, a public online repository for containers published by the community for download. And one really interesting thing that came out of Docker was the Open Container Initiative, OCI, which is an open governance structure for creating open industry standards around container formats and runtimes. So Docker established the OCI, and it is now maintained by the Linux Foundation. And so the idea is that you can write a Docker file or do things very similarly and use different types of technologies that can use containers. As long as they're OCI compatible, you can use them. So Docker has been losing favor with developers due to their handling of introducing a paid open source model, and alternatives like Podman are growing, and that's why we're going to talk about Podman next, okay?